Today we are looking at the M&P 40 by Smith & Wesson. It has a velocity of 310 feet per second. It has blowback action, metal slide, takes steel BBs 1.77, 15 round capacity, and it has a drop-free mag. This is what comes inside the box. Comes with a beautiful pistol. The finish on this pistol is premium. It really looks nice. I can't even impress upon you how nice the finish on this pistol looks. It's got the real, if I can get this in focus, it's got the real Smith & Wesson logo right there. There we go. Smith & Wesson M&P 40. Springfield, Massachusetts. Very nice polymer frame with a steel slide. It's got all the typical operation. We got the takedown lever, we got the slide release, and we have an ambidextrous safety, and so is a slide release. It's got a Picatinny rail on the front for lasers and lights. Has a very realistic dual safety, so if the pistol were to drop, the inertia won't trigger the trigger because this is blocking the trigger from moving just from being dropped. You must have your finger on the trigger in order for it to work. You have it comes with 3 different back straps to change the size for your grip. Has a very nice, easy to access slide release. There is the Smith & Wesson logo there. Magazine is high quality. The BBs go in here. The CO2 cartridge goes in here. The only one gripe I have about it is they didn't put a notch for the BBs when you're loading the BBs. So you can't lock it down and drop in the BBs like most BB guns. But I want to show you the magazine, the way the BB has a slot. So when you go to load this, pull it down and it locks. See, it has this stop right here. Get a better look at it. So the plunger stops. You can go past it and get it to stop. So that means you don't have to have your fingernail holding this down while you drop in the BBs. It makes it way, I can't even tell you how much better it is to have that to load the BBs in than trying to hold this down. And they didn't give you enough, you will break your fingernails while trying to hold that off, I guarantee it. But it's fun. It's too bad they didn't put a notch there. I don't know why they didn't, but they didn't. So this is where the CO2 goes. Very realistic shape, size, and weight. It locks really nice, and it drops out very nice. Slide locks back. And like I said, it's got ambidextrous release. The barrel is realistic in that it moves and it tilts a little bit. So it's a floating barrel just like the real deal. And it has a plunger right there that pushes the BB in. And the extractor looks very authentic. The grooves are authentic. They got the nice fish scale style to them. The sights are adjustable. The back one is adjustable and the front one is adjustable also. So you could, if you didn't like the way if it was a little bit inaccurate, you could adjust the sight. Now it is high quality. My son sent this over. He wasn't using it. He says, "Hey, Dad, would you like to have it?" I said, "Sure." He also sent this nice GPS case. It says "Wild About Shooting." Even has a Smith & Wesson on imprinted or embossed, or I would say imprinted on the case. Fits it just like it should. Very, very cool, very nice. Throw it in there and keep it protected. This is a GPS 912 PC. Now, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm only showing you the item that my son sent me. I'm just sharing it. My channel is about sharing it. You do your own due diligence, make up your own decisions, and spend your money on whatever you guys like. But I was reluctant. Now, I didn't purchase any Umarex pistols. I bought all Sig Sauer. But there's some really nice features that I like about this. You see how when you pull it back, you can see that that opens. You can check in there. Unlike some other pistols, some of my Sig Sauers, they don't have all the authenticity that this one has. See, this barrel doesn't have an opening. When you pull it back, this doesn't show the barrel doesn't open. So this one is lacking when it comes to authenticity up here in the slide. There's just no comparison with that M&P. That M&P is just so much more detailed than this P226. This one actually seems to be the best of the best. I do like the safety. Safety is to be able to put it on safe and not worry about it. Also inside the box, you have replaceable grip modules. You can change the size to fit your hand. Pick one that is the most comfortable, depending on what size hand you have, and that is authentic also. So you would just change this back panel right here to whichever one you like. This one goes up high for the beaver tail, and this one looks to be smaller. I didn't change any of them because it feels so good in the hand that I really like the way it feels. It also has a very nice owner's manual. M&P 40. It's by Smith & Wesson. Tells you everything you need to know. Umarex, zeroed in for ages 16 and older. Do not return this to the store. Airgun safety rules. Warning, airguns are not toys. Adult supervision is required when any type of airgun is in use. Always keep the muzzle pointed in a safe direction. Always treat every gun as if it were loaded. Always keep your finger off the trigger and out of the trigger guard until ready to shoot. Always keep air guns unloaded until ready to shoot. Always shoot the correct caliber and type of ammunition as marked on your air gun. Never shoot at hard surfaces or a surface of water or a ricochet may occur. Never consume alcohol prior to or during shooting session. Always check to see if the air gun is on safe or unloaded when getting it from another person or from storage. Always store air guns in a safe place and separate from ammunition and power source so that it cannot be used by anyone unauthorized to use it.